Your Eugene, your mic is still on. Well, thank you. So, Eugene wanted to know whether we are thinking of a national training center. Of course, that is where we should be thinking of reaching. But we had Winneba, for example, the sports college was designed for that purpose. Unfortunately, we have supervised and run it down completely. They have a number of training pitches there, but we've run it down to the extent that it's terrible. But we must improve it, revamp it, and then it could serve as a training camp for us. The Ghana Football Association itself have Ghanaman Soccer Centre, where they have a number of pitches. And I believe they are also working to improve that place. And once it's also improved, it can serve even for purposes of our national teams and not only the junior ones. The junior ones sometimes camp in such areas, so we can do same for our national team. By desire also is the Boteman land that we acquired, which is being encroached and taken over by persons, is in future to be able to develop it and have another even stadium facility there that will have accommodation of a standard that even teams from far and near will want to come and train and camp here when need be. So it's something that we are thinking about, but in all these, we need to have the money, and we need to have people, willing partners to do so. A PPP arrangement can also work, so the nation will use it. You are also asking why bonus is in dollars when we spend CD. Yes, it's in dollars, but we don't pay them dollars. They are paid the CD equivalent. Indeed, that money is not paid over the counter. You pay it into their accounts. So they get paid the equivalent. And they all have accounts in Ghana here. What is paid in dollars is usually their per diem. And the per diem is paid in CDs when they play home. You only pay them in USD when they are playing away. So even though we quoted everything here in dollars, the payment is in cedis and not in dollars, apart from per diem that is paid away in dollars. Andy wanted to know whether we have plans to pay players qualification instead of the winning bonus. If you ask me, that is what I will go for. That's what I will recommend. Some have argued that, okay, not all players who play qualifying may end up playing in the tournament once they qualify. I say, well, record will be kept of you so that when we ultimately win, even if you are not part, as a result of either injury or what, you could be rewarded appropriately for your contribution to the success of the team. And that argument is what has sometimes maybe delayed that implementation, that someone comes to play a particular match, the person may not be called again, or the person may sustain an injury that will not allow the person to even play again. How do you treat such a case? But I believe that we can find a way of dealing with it. But usually when things have been negotiated and has been implemented halfway, it's not very good to change it midway. And that is why we think that we will carry through with some of these arrangements, and we will sit down and have a conversation after this process. And let's see how we want our national teams managed. We must speak to the issues, and we must manage these things for maximum benefit. Monica wants to know why preferential treatment. There's no preferential treatment. Usually the captain of the team and the deputy captains receive these other players. And these players sometimes need privacy to have conversation with some of these persons. So if you are pairing them and another player wants to come and have a conversation with a captain or a deputy captain, how will the person do it? So mostly this has been created as another layer of engagement. So it provides space for them to be able to have some level of conversation aside what they would do during meals time or during training time, they have that space that they can go and have engagement with their captains. And I think it isn't a bad idea to provide that space at their level also to be able to hear each other. I haven't heard that this arrangement has resulted in any situation in the camp at all. Anytime I hear it, I think I'll pick it up and then deal with it. But so far, I haven't heard that there's any problem with that arrangement. Thank you.